Tom Coughlin's Jacksonville Jaguars will get the football first. Coughlin, the only coach in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars, not at all used to this 5-game losing streak that his Jaguars are suffering through. Meanwhile, Dave Campo, the coordinator for a while here in Dallas, and now in his first season as the head coach. Greg Gumbel along with Phil Simms and Armin Katayan. Welcome to Texas Stadium, everyone. This promises to be an interesting game, if nothing else, to see which of these teams can assert themselves really for the first time this year, Phil.
A lot of questions to be answered, Greg, and I think we'll find out a lot of those answers as the game goes along.
Jacksonville has won the toss. They will receive. Chiron Stiff takes it and holds onto it in the end zone. It'll be first down from the 20-yard line for the Jaguars. Quarterback Mark Brunell, like the Jaguars, has struggled. He's been able to produce just 5 touchdowns in the last 6 games. There is no question, still one of the superb quarterbacks in the NFL.
He has all the tools to be an outstanding quarterback, but Tom Coughlin said it to us plain last night. Mark Brunell's got to play well. When the opportunities are there, he must come up with the big plays, something he's not done with regularity this year.
Fred Taylor, Damon Shelton in the backfield behind Brunell on first down. And Taylor gets the handoff. He's met just as he crossed the line of scrimmage by Baron Wortham, number 57. The offensive line.
Jacksonville's offensive line, Todd Fordham starting at right tackle, Tony Baselli at left tackle, playing himself back into form.
In the backfield, Taylor comes off 124 yards rushing in the loss to the Redskins. Jimmy Smith out with a hamstring injury. Alvis Whitted starts for him opposite Keenan McCardell. And onto the field now on second down is R.J. Sowers, the rookie out of Southern Cal. Taylor again. Can't turn the corner, nothing there. Greg Ellis, Ryan McNeil with the stop, and a look at the Dallas defense.
The Dallas defensive line, it's big. Number 98, Greg Ellis, coming off an injury last year, is rounding back in form.
Linebackers Hamrick and Coakley outside. Baron Wortham starts in the middle for Det Wynn, who misses a second straight start with a bad shoulder. Lots of experience in the secondary with Sparks, Teague, Woodson, and Ryan McNeil. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer looks on. It is third down and 9 for the Cowboys. Or rather, for the Jaguars, the pass is complete. That will come up short of a first down. Keenan McCardell is surrounded by Dallas Cowboys. With Jimmy Smith out of action today, then the emphasis on offense will definitely shift to McCardell, who is not the long threat. It's been Jimmy Smith.
Well, it has been, but that was a good example of how the Dallas Cowboys want to play defense now. Over the last 3 games, they've played better. They're much more conservative. They're going to make you catch the ball and run, and they're going to say, we can tackle you before you get to the first-yard marker.
Wayne McGarity will take this punt. He has returned 2 for touchdowns this season from the 32. Hit at about the 35-yard line and knocked back, but the line of scrimmage will be the 35-yard line. And the Dallas offense led by Troy Aikman. It's been an un-Aikman-like year. 5 interceptions in 1 game against the Giants a couple of weeks ago. 9 on the year. He threw 2 of his 2 4-touchdown passes last week in the win over the Cardinals.
Well, Troy Aikman's back has been bothering him. We were there at practice on Friday. He looked a little stiff. He took some shots early in the week. He said Wednesday and Thursday he was very loose, struggled on Friday, but I watched him during warm-ups today. He looked loose and threw the football with a lot of velocity on it.
He throws on first down, quick pass to the side to James McKnight, and Mike McKnight across the 40. And a look at the Dallas offensive line.
Well, it's big and it's athletic, and it's led by number 73, Larry Allen, left guard, one of the best in football.
The NFL third all-time rusher, Emmitt Smith, in the backfield with Robert Thomas. Rocket Ismail and McKnight, the wideouts. David LaFleur is the tight end. Just short of a first down at the 45-yard line. Second and a short 1. Emmitt Smith has the first down, still on his feet, out to about the 47-yard line, and it's a first down for the Cowboys. The Jacksonville defense.
Well, the Jacksonville defensive line injuries have hurt it today. Making a start, Marlos Leroy at defensive tackle.
Hardy Nickerson joins Kevin Hardy on the outside to make room for the rookie T.J. Slaughter, who starts in the middle. Bryant, Darius, Logan, and Beasley in the secondary. Aaron Beasley, the Jaguars sack leader, with 4. Defensive coordinator Dom Capers upstairs looking on as the Cowboys have a first down from the 48-yard line. Little tight end for Aikman, who hands off to Smith, and Smith across midfield to about the 48 of the Jaguars before Kevin Hardy makes the tackle. And for the first time today, we'll check in with Armin Katayan. Armin.
Thanks, Greg. You know, Phil, you mentioned those shots in Troy's back. In fact, as you know, he took 6 shots on Monday in his lower back to relieve some of the pain and some of the pressure there. On Tuesday, he said he felt as good as he had in 4 years, able to stand up without pain. I spoke to him before the game. He took a few little anti-inflammatory medicines, but no shots. He's feeling good. Back to you.
All right, Armin, thank you. 2nd and 6 for Aikman and the Cowboys. And Aikman to throw for the first time today. Far side, it is up high, incomplete. Intended for James McKnight, who was hit low by number 21, Aaron Beasley, and came down hard.
Troy Aikman was under pressure, so he had to throw the football a little high. Watch this. One of the reasons why he throws it up in the air, under pressure, can't step forward. Tony Bracken's big hit on Troy Aikman. And then James McKnight way up in the air, trying to make the catch, and Aaron Beasley just runs right through him. Good timing, and that is tough.
McKnight coming down very awkwardly. Watch the shoulder.
Well, just torquing up the body. And there's really nothing anybody could have done there. Troy Aikman just trying to get rid of the football.
McKnight still on the deck here in Texas Stadium. We'll take our first commercial break of the day.
ほとんど体動いてないですもんね。
なんですね。私実はプレシーズンで見た時はね、レーダースのテリー・ミッケンスがね、同じ。
No sooner did we do a little report on Troy Aikman and his back condition than he takes a terrific shot here, Phil.
Well, he does. It's solid. Tony picks him up and then drives him in the ground, so you know it's got to hurt the back. Tightens it up, and look at him during the timeout, trying to stretch it. What makes me know that it got tight, Randall Cunningham jumped up immediately and went over and started loosening up.
Chris Warren is in the backfield on 3rd down, and Aikman to throw. That's complete. Across the 45, and that's close to a first down to Rocket Ismail. Ismail appears to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, what a nice job by Ismail that time. Greg, it goes down the field against Mike Logan. This is a good matchup for the Cowboys. Mike Logan is a safety, but watch, he comes back to the football. That's what gets the catch for him, and then he knows, hey, I need about another half yard, and he goes straight ahead and gets the first down.
They're still working on James McKnight on the sideline, who fell awkwardly from the hit from Beasley. Smith back into the lineup now on first down from the 42. Smith across the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
Well, when you look at this game today, first I'll start with Jacksonville's defense. And talking to Tom Coughlin yesterday, he says, look, the one thing we got to do, now this is no secret, stop the run. And we're going to gamble to stop that run because he's worried about his defensive line just getting mauled by the big offensive line of the Cowboys. So when he says he's going to gamble, going to put his safeties up in there, take some chances, and he can do that because Fernando Bryant and Aaron Beasley are the corners.
7th play of the drive, and Emmitt Smith goes for first down and has one close to the 30-yard line. We talked about it earlier, Phil, the size of that Dallas offensive line.
Well, you see James McKnight leaving the field, but the size of the offensive line, Greg, there are a lot of big people in the NFL, but what sets this offensive line apart is they're athletic. They're big, they can move, and they're mean. They like to hit people. They like to win the physical battle. And you do that. Look at the size of them, except for this guy in the middle, Mark Stepnoski, 350, 326, 325, and 319. And they're all, those numbers are all low.
First down, up the middle, complete to the 15-yard line. That's Rocket Ismail again, and that'll be another first down for the Cowboys. 15 yards on the play. And a quick delivery from Aikman.
This is something Troy Aikman, back in their Super Bowl runs, they were known for this pass. Troy Aikman drops back and on time just lets it go. Look, there's the cut, the ball's in the air, and another good job by Ismail running through the football. Do not let the defender come in front of you and make the play.
Ismail is 8th season out of Notre Dame, first down from the 15-yard line for the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith changing direction, dodges inside the 15 for a couple of yards.
Now you look at this Cowboy offense. Of course, when you got an offensive line like this, and they love to run the football, and you got Emmitt Smith back there, that's what you should do. The secret, I think, with the Cowboy offense is the play calling. Knowing when to call passes on first down, take advantage of the fact that you can run the football, play action passes, and then when you do drop back on first or second down sometimes, Troy Aikman should be able to get pass protection and throw it down the field.
Second and 8. Aikman throws this side. Touchdown. Fifth touchdown catch by Jackie Harris, and the Cowboys jump on top with 7:42 to play.
Well, that's pretty systematic of why the Jacksonville Jaguars are losing. This is a very simple play by the Dallas Cowboys, but Jacksonville, they overcommit to Rocket Ismail. Watch as he comes, he does an out and up. The corner's not there. He comes up to take the route by Ismail. Nobody's behind. That's why Jackie Harris was wide open.
The extra point by Cedar is good. Harris's 5th touchdown catch marks a career high as he hits the midpoint of this season.
カーボーイズのね、
はい、
そのエミット・スミスの本当に全盛時と言ったらあれですけども、やっぱ彼がやっぱファーストダウンで確実に、
Cowboys have jumped on top, and Troy Aikman, we mentioned earlier, took that terrific hit from Tony Brackens.
Oh, yeah. You know what Troy Aikman needs? He took the shots to get himself better. He needs about 2 weeks where he doesn't take those big hits, and he can probably heal himself up and be good for the rest of the year, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case.
Stiff at the goal line will run this one to the 20 and about the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Troy Aikman picks up where he left off with 2 touchdown passes a week ago against the Arizona Cardinals to get his Cowboys on top early.
今日も幸先のいいスタートが切れたということはね、嬉しいでしょう。7対0です。さあ今度はジャガーズがね。
Greg Gumbel, Phil Simms back at Texas Stadium. I think now we find out whether Tom Coughlin, what he thinks about his team. We were talking about how he defines toughness. He says one of the ways is the physical aspects of the game, running the football, defending the run.
Well, I think a lot of things also, what he's got to find out about his team, how they deal with adversity. They haven't done a great job of that in this losing streak, so they're facing some adversity right here at the start of the day's game.
From their own 26-yard line, the Jaguars first down. Brunell throws, that's complete to Fred Taylor out of the backfield. Darren Woodson with the stop, and our first check of the day with Jim Nance in New York. Jim.
Mark Brunell's pass complete to number 28, Fred Taylor, stopped by Darren Woodson.
Oh, what coaches wouldn't give for that running back that will wear you down the later the game gets.
Fourth quarter running, one of the most important things in football.
The pitch for Fred Taylor, who slips at the 30-yard line and goes down at about the 32. And let's go back to the touchdown.
Yeah, let's watch it. Here's Fernando Bryant. He's going to come up, and Jackie Harris is going to go out and up. Now, this is a simple zone by the Jacksonville defense. Bryant should stay back, and when he comes up, look at that. It opens up a big space behind him. That's why there's a touchdown. Dallas must have known that Fernando Bryant's aggressive. He would lose his discipline, come up. That's why they snuck behind him.
3rd and 4. Brunell, quick drop, pulls it down, and will run for it. He has the first down, slides down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Jaguars. Saw Fred Taylor slip back at the 30 a while ago. It rained hard earlier today here in Dallas. And the sun is out now, but there are wet spots on the field.
And this is a field, Greg played on it many times. It does not dry out very quick because it's almost covered for the fans. Even if it rains, they do not get wet, but the field has a hard time of drying because not enough air gets in here. They didn't know I was part of weatherman too, they did.
Okay, Willard from the 40. Down at about the 38-yard line. Greg Ellis in on the stop.
Well, Greg Ellis, we had a chance to talk to him too on Friday. He's going up against this guy, number 71, Tony Baselli. It's an outside run. Tries to get leverage, cannot do it. Greg Ellis, big, very athletic. And we said when I was doing the lineups, he's rounding back into form. He had a severe leg injury last year and started out slow, but starting to play really well for the defensive line of the Dallas Cowboys.
4 carries, 2 yards for Fred Taylor today. 2nd and 12. From the shotgun. Movement. Let's see if this is Baselli starting early.
Prior to the snap, false start, 71, offense.
Tony
5-yard
Baselli
penalty.
told us yesterday, still in recovery from the knee surgery, hasn't been able to really line up the way he likes.
So let's look at 71 out on the corner, trying to anticipate. And one of the reasons why he was anticipating, did you see how wide Greg Ellis was? So he knew I have to get up out of my stance quick and get in position.
Second and 17 now. Brunell throws, has his man close to the 40-yard line, tight end Kyle Brady. And Brady back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and about 10 or 11.
Now, you know what? This play really illustrates, again, this Cowboy defense. Now, what happens when you play zone defense for the fans at home? That means you don't really look at somebody and just cover him man-to-man. So they're all back there. They look at Mark Brunell. When he throws it, that enables them, more defensive players, to see the guys catching it. They can run, get a lot of guys there you can tackle, and you don't give up the big plays because of that.
Big 3rd down challenge here for Brunell. Out of the pocket, throws near side, penalty marker flies. That's complete to Keenan McCardell. But let's check the penalty marker. And this is going to go against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Our referee today is Bill Carollo.
Well, you know what? I always say this. It is a little unfair sometimes.
Pass interference, 87, offense, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's almost unfair sometimes for defensive backs because very seldom do you see pass interference by the offensive player. So what I'm saying is Keenan McCardell really must push off. Here he is, number 87. Goes down. Well, that's pretty easy to call. Well, you could see those arms, both of them extended, and it's on George Teague, number 31. That's a pretty easy call.
So now it's a 3rd and 19. Brunell needs the 50-yard line for a 1st down. To the near side, going to take off and run. 35, out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line. Run out by Dexter Coakley and Ryan McNeil, and the Jacksonville Jaguars will have to kick it away.
Well, only a 3-man rush, but it's 3rd and long. Nobody open down the field. Again, look at Greg Ellis down the bottom of your screen, really wide, making it very hard for Tony Baselli to block him. Kind of forces Mark Brunell out of the pocket. 3rd and long. There's no way you're going to run for a 1st down there.
Wayne McGarity is deep. He has returned a punt, 64 yards for a touchdown, 59 yards for a touchdown, both against the Cardinals. This one he will allow to bounce out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. We'll be back.
ダラス、先ほどはダラスとしてはもう久々に素晴らしい、ね、
ドライブでした。
ドライブをして、まずは7点を順当。
3:32 to play, 1st quarter. Welcome back to Texas Stadium. Cowboys have run the ball 5 times and thrown it 5 times. And Aikman brings them out of the huddle, 1st down at their own 11-yard line. LaFleur and Jackie Harris are the double tight ends. Emmitt Smith may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Let's go down to Armin Catane. Armin.
Thanks, Fred. Quick update on James McKnight. He just went off. He's got a strained neck and left shoulder. For x-rays, his return is questionable. But really the big story is Troy Aikman. He spent that entire last series throwing, keeping his arm warm, keeping his back loose. It's really struggling with it right now. I don't know, frankly, how long he is for this world. Back to you.
All right, Armin.
Yeah, he even came out of the huddle kind of grimacing that time, Armin, and you thought maybe he was going to have a game where he's going to be pain-free, but that is not going to happen.
Emmitt Smith straight ahead, across the 15, net there, and falls forward to about the 17-yard line. Donovan Darius coming up from the safety position to make the hit.
Now, you know, you can just watch the body language of a quarterback and players, and really you can tell a lot of things. So you can look at Troy and tell, just look at him. You can tell he's suffering with it, and you think, well, could it be that bad? Well, being an ex-quarterback, having a bad back, you've got to torque it to throw the football. So I think that's one of the reasons why Troy Aikman has struggled somewhat this year throwing it. And it hurts your mobility. You can't run. And most of all, it makes you lose a little arm strength because you can't turn your body like you used to.
Aikman only threw the ball 15 times last week in the win against Arizona. Chris Warren. Across the 20, penalty marker flies. He has enough for the first down, but let's check the flag.
Chris Warren on the carry. Flags down on the play.
We're going to come back.
Well, you know, when the Cowboys bring Chris Warren in, it's just a nice compliment to Emmitt Smith. Chris Warren, that was a good example.
Holding, 89, offense, 10-yard penalty, correction, half the distance to the goal, third down.
And as we get the announcement of the penalty on David LaFleur, we see Troy Aikman suffering on the sideline, and into the game comes Randall Cunningham.
Well, you know, Greg, we said it earlier, when Randall Cunningham went over there as soon as Troy Aikman got hit and started loosening up, you knew it was severe and there were problems. And boy, Armin, you were right. You didn't know how long Troy was going to last. And 2 handoffs later, he comes out of the game.
So here is Randall Cunningham, completing 57% of his passes on the season. 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and he'll throw right off the bat. Over the middle, incomplete, intended for Damon Hyde, the rookie free agent out of Alabama State. And he slipped down as he went, and we look at Aikman on the sideline.
Well, you're right, Greg. Damon Hyde slipped on the wet turf. There's like 3 big wet spots on the field, the 30, 50, and 30, and Randall does a good job playing it safe, throws it to the inside. I believe he's going to make the catch if he doesn't slip coming out of the cut.
So Reggie Barlow is deep for the punt. Ready to kick it out of his own end zone is Micah Noor, whose 45.4 average is number 1 in the NFC. High snap, comes down with it. Barlow dives and pulls this one in at about the 46 or 45-yard line. 38-yard punt by Noor, and no return on the play. We'll take a timeout.
さあ得点は7対0ですが、エイクマンが故障をしたということがこの後の攻撃にね。
Just a few moments ago, Troy Aikman leaving the field, headed for the locker room, and no telling what's going to happen in their field, but a week ago he did need a shot to free him from the pain and play. You wonder if that might happen in the locker room now.
Well, they might do something to try to get him a little less, get rid of some of the pain. I do not expect to see him back in the game.
First down from the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. Brunell gives to Taylor. Taylor close to the 40-yard line. It'll be second down. Take this opportunity to remind you, you can get live updates for each NFL game as it happens. Just click on live scores at cbs.sportsline.com.
Greg, I was going to say, when you watch this Jacksonville offense, why they want to run the football. Of course, they want to run it to get some dominance, control the game, but it's a way to keep their defense off the field. That is the primary goal of this Jacksonville offense today.
We have flags. And this is going to be against the Jaguars.
78, had a little flinch.
Prior to the snap, false start, 78, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's the newly inserted Todd Foreman at right tackle, and let's go to Armin. Armin.
Greg, as we suspected with Troy, it's the lower left back area. He's gone in for an evaluation. His return is up in the air. Back to you.
All right, Armin, thanks. Second and 10. The pass out here to Kyle Brady, who holds on to the 40, close to the 35-yard line. And it'll be about a yard shy of a first down. Darren Woodson coming up with a hit. Nice job by Kyle Brady.
Good job of staying with it, and really the fact that he juggled it gave him a few extra yards, because Ryan McNeil came in and thought he might go for the interception when it goes up in the air. Look, he's going to go for the ball, and then he misses. It's hard to miss Kyle Brady, about 6'5", 265.
We were about 20 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 1. The pitch for Taylor. He didn't get there. Did not get there. Got to the 31-yard line. Chad Hennings and Ryan McNeil made the stop as the first quarter comes to a close here in Texas Stadium. Tom Coughlin will decide what to do as we change ends of the field. After 1, it's the Dallas Cowboys 7 and the Jaguars nothing.
はい、今日も素晴らしいアイデア商品をご紹介しますよ。早速だけどこんな経験はありませんか？真っ暗闇でスタンドのスイッチを手探り。いくらおしどり夫婦でもこれは辛いですよね。そこでポンと押すとパッとつくお手軽ライトタップライト。手頃な大きさのどこにでも置ける照明器具です。光る面をポンと押すだけの大型スイッチだから手探り不要。しかも明かりはソフトで目に優しく、インテリア性も抜群。ちょっと手元を明るくしたい時にとても便利です。暗いお部屋は危険がいっぱい。タップライトで安心してお休みください。このクローゼットのように明かりが欲しいのに何の照明器具もついていないなんてところにもタップライト。タップライトは壁掛け照明としても使えるんです。必要なところにタップライト、コンセントは不要。お子様の枕元にもタップライトをどうぞ。タップライトは電池式だからどこでも必要なところでお使いいただけます。遠くのスイッチよりも手元のタップライト。車内照明にすれば車のバッテリーが上がる心配もありません。さらに停電の時にも大活躍。いかがですか？この便利なタップライト4個で4980円。だから寝室やトイレ洗面所、クローゼットの明かり、暗い通路、もちろん子供部屋、車の中、おっと4個では足りないかということで、さらに全てのライトに電池もお付けしてタップライトは6個で4980円。4980円すると1個あたりこれはお買い得。お手軽ライトタップライト6個セットで4980円。
お申し込みはフリーダイヤル 0120-874422 今すぐお電話ください。
Get it at Shop Japan.
Coming up on the NASDAQ.com halftime report, Jim Nance, Mike Ditka, Randy Cross with all the scores and highlights. The NASDAQ.com halftime report on 4th down. Tom Coughlin says, let's go for it. 4th and a yard. And Brunell out of the shotgun with 5 wide receivers.
Boy, this is interesting. Maybe it's a quarterback draw. Nobody inside. He could do it now if he wants to.
Throws the quick pass, and that's not going to get it. R.J. Soward made the catch, but the Dallas defense was ready.
Well, Greg, I talked about it earlier. What it is the Dallas defense drops back and they watch and react. And so you send R.J. Sowards underneath. Look at the defense looking. They see him go underneath. Now they come forward. They're so fast they can get there before he makes a play. And really good hustle by number 95, Chad Hennings, a defensive lineman, recognizing the play and getting out there.
Baron Wortham also in on the stop. And the Cowboys take over at their own 37-yard line. Randall Cunningham at quarterback. Emmitt Smith for a couple up the middle.
Well, now the problem for the Jacksonville defense, one other problem comes into the equation now. Stop the run. Don't get caught up inside, getting faked out sometime and giving up long passes. But now you have a quarterback in there who can move around. And Randall Cunningham, in the 2 games he started, I thought he played very, very well. Made good decisions and knew when to take off and run when it counted and picked up valuable yards rushing.
2nd and 8. Now we have whistles on the snap. Not sure everyone was set. Looks like it'll go against Dallas.
Prior to the snap, full start, 22, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Emmitt Smith
was in a hurry. He wanted that football bad.
The #1 man all time in the NFL in career rushing touchdowns. #3 all time in rushing yardage. 2nd and 13. No wonder Emmitt's in a hurry. Cunningham, quick pass over the middle, and it's dropped by Robert Thomas out of the backfield. It'll be 3rd down, and we check in with Jim Nantz once again in New York.
3rd down, 13.
You know, Elvis Gerbach is throwing the football about as well as anyone in the National Football League these days.
The Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts, 2 teams, and play action passes. They get receivers so wide open, it's hard to believe you're watching NFL football sometimes.
Cunningham to throw. Throws a bullet, and that's complete. Rocket Ismail to midfield and a 1st down. 16-yard pickup on the play. You see the look of exasperation on Tom Coughlin's face. Tony Brackens told us yesterday we've been pretty much on our heels most of the time on defense.
Well, they have been for a lot of reasons. That time, when you give a quarterback like Randall Cunningham time, the thing that impresses me about him still is the fact that he has such a good throwing arm and he can put it in tight spots. Boy, look at Tom Coughlin. Such frustration. You give up a touchdown when you get the perfect coverage on, then you get the other team's offense, 3rd and 16, and they still pick up a 1st down.
Ismail, 3 catches, 37 yards. Almost a mix-up in the backfield, and that's batted down. You saw the hesitation. Tony Brackens gets the knockdown, but Cunningham really didn't get the drop that he wanted.
Boy, I tell you what, Tony Brackens, there must be something about playing at home. He's from Texas originally, went to the University of Texas, and that is 3 times a day that he has been on the quarterback. Look at this nice gain, comes all the way around, and the confusion in the backfield by Randall Cunningham gives Tony Brackens time to come all the way around and knock the pass down.
Straight ahead, Emmitt Smith, big hole, 1st down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line of the Jaguars before Mike Logan tripped him up there. It's a 1st down for Dallas.
Well, again, just a good illustration why the Jaguars think they got to cheat a little. Nobody, the safeties are back. Nobody's in the middle except the linebackers. And look at the, nice job by Robert Thomas taking T.J. Slaughter out of there. Mark Stepnoski, the smallest offensive lineman of the Dallas Cowboys, makes a terrific block inside.
1st down, and before the snap comes, we have a false start penalty against the Cowboys.
Prior to the snap, false start, 81, offense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Raheem Ismail.
You know, Greg, we just talked about Stepnoski, Mark Stepnoski. You look at him and he almost looks out of place. We were at practice on Friday and he's standing there. They had their shorts and jerseys on, and look at him right there. Look at the other linemen standing around him. It's almost funny to look and see. He weighs 260 pounds, hardly no fat on him for an offensive lineman, but the guys around him are just huge.
1st and 15. Faking the pitch. Cunningham throws down the middle. Intercepted. Donovan Darius to the 25, the 30, and the Jaguars will come the other way.
Cunningham's pass intercepted by number 20, Donovan Darius.
22-yard return by Donovan Darius. Tom Coughlin looking for guys to make plays. Donovan Darius just came up with one.
ちょっと無理して投げた
ちょっと今無理な感じでしたね。
タイミングがなんていうんですか、ポケットはだいぶね。
Rocket Ismail circled. Here's Mike Logan, the safety. What a difference a week makes. Last week, the Redskins ran this identical play for a wide-open touchdown. This time, the Jaguars not fooled. Logan stays back. Donovan Darius makes an adjustment, gets the interception. Takes away a scoring chance by the Cowboys.
1st down from the 30-yard line for Brunell and the Jaguars, who have just 1 1st down in 3 possessions. Brunell to throw over the middle. Brady wide open midfield to the 40, pulled down inside the 35-yard line. Great effort by Brady, and it's a first down. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's the same play the Jaguars run a lot, but they give it a different look. Brady came in, now he goes down the field, but the fact that he lined up so wide, look at that, the linebackers get caught on the run fake, and nobody in the middle to stop Cal Brady.
Now Fred Taylor. And Taylor just across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Baron Wortham comes up for the stop. A pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the play.
Well, as you watch this game, Tom Coughlin had told us, he says, look at that, the last 8 takeaways, only 6 points, but he says, our 3 phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, we do not complement each other. What it means is, good hard run. Once you get some momentum on your side, like the interception, now you hope your offense can come out there, take advantage of it, and really give your teams, put some life in your team and get things going. They have not done that this year, and that's one of the reasons why they're 2 and 6.
Tom Coughlin is known as a real fire and brimstone guy, but he told us, lately he's become more supportive, and he's drawn back from that a little bit because he says our real challenge is trying to rediscover how to win. 3rd and 2. McCardell in motion. Fred Taylor won't get there. Just across the 25. He's about a yard shy. Baron Wortham with yet another big stop for the Cowboys, and they're looking at 4th and 1.
Well, I think I'd like to take a look at this and maybe get a measurement just to see how far it is. No, it's about a yard short, so they won't even get a measurement. And this is the right decision. This offensive line that Jacksonville has in there now, it's revamped from last year. They are just not capable of overpowering a defensive line, especially in short yardage situations.
Mike Hollis had 82.86%, the most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history during the regular season, from 43 yards out. He's accurate again. 9:33 to play here in the first half. The Jaguars are on the board with a Mike Hollis field goal.
あ、そうですか。
どこやらジャニコウスキーが初め大変でしたもんね。
今はね。
Mark Brunell on the sideline. There has been an awful lot said and written in the Jacksonville area, and Mark Brunell has taken his fair share of the heat. On the run, Jason Tucker at the 15-yard line. Trying to get outside, and he will. 30, 35, and run out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. 30-yard return. Not the kind of kickoff that Tom Coughlin was looking for, and certainly not the best special teams defense. Monday on CBS. What's gotten the King of Queens so upset? He just lost his job from Teamster to homemaker on an all-new King of Queens Monday on CBS.
Good stuff. Hey, Greg, it was, I don't want to contradict you, they were trying for the short kickoff. They got everything they wanted. The protection of Dallas's return team broke down. They still didn't go down there and make the tackle.
Robert Thomas carries just across the 45-yard line.
But I'll tell you what, Tony Brackens, he has come to play today, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I said he's coming home. He's from Texas. Watch the play here. Just out quicken this guy, out physically. Oh, gets inside. Nice job. And I think a lot of it has to do with he was fined $10,000 by the NFL this past week. Kicked one of the Washington Redskins players. Got thrown out of the game and took a lot of heat for it.
Dodging to the outside is Emmitt Smith and Aaron Beasley with the stop. Just short of the 45-yard line. Yeah, Tony Brackens, you'd have to say he was quite subdued when we talked with him yesterday afternoon.
Yes, he was. You can see the stats on Emmitt Smith. But I will say this, Greg, he had a great-looking suit on, you know.
Oh, yes.
It was a good-looking suit. But he was subdued and felt bad. He apologized to his teammates and to the media and fans on Wednesday. And, hey, he's coming out playing the way he should. From
the 46-yard line. Emmitt Smith is dragged down by Tony Brackens.
Boy, another terrific play. Just too quick for who's trying to block him so far today. That's just what it is. That time he lines up. Here's number 90. Eric Williams just goes out and misses him. That is just that is being in tune with the snap, getting around your guy before he can make contact with you.
Reggie Barlow stands at his own 10-yard line for the punt from Micah Noor. Noor, the rookie out of Utah State. Left-footed. Sky high. Barlow lets it bounce behind him. And is it saved? No. It'll be a touchback. Charlie Williams making the effort, but it'll come out to the 20-yard line. That's where the Jaguars will go back to work on offense.
あれに関してだけ言えばね、そのボールタッチしてこう戻すんですけども、そのタッチした地点がそのままその
a punt, they turned it over on downs, and then finally a field goal to get on the board. That's what the Jaguars have done with their first 4 possessions here today. We have 7:21 to play in the first half. First down from the 20-yard line for Jacksonville. Brunell looking around, throws over the middle, has his man. Complete to Alvis Whitted at about the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down. 16 yards on the play.
Brunell's pass.
Well, that's a nice throw by Mark Brunell. Not many quarterbacks in this league could stick this football in there and make this throw. And the Dallas defense, they play it perfectly because of the strong arm of Mark Brunell. Anticipates the throw. Way to protect yourself. Alvis Whitted. That enables to make a big catch for the first down.
Brunell, a perfect 7 out of 7 throwing the football. This time they'll go to the ground game, and Fred Taylor for a couple out to about the 37-yard line as Brunell and the Jaguars try to get some offensive rhythm going.
Well, you know what's great about this, Greg? Before games, we get to go to each side, and we get to hear the story from each coach. And we go to Dallas, and I talk to Mike Zimmer, the defensive coordinator, and some players, and what do they say? We want to be conservative. Don't give up the big play, because Jacksonville has shown if you make them stay out there in offense, they'll screw it up. They'll make a mistake, turn the ball over, a big penalty.
2nd and 6, Brunell throws, and that's incomplete, intended for Keenan McCardell. Broken up by Dexter Coakley. And the flip side of that, Phil, as Tom Coughlin says to us yesterday, I believe the opponent is sitting there and waiting for us to make a mistake.
Yeah, he goes, it's sad. He goes, I think teams are playing us now, knowing that we're going to make a mistake and get our offense off the field because of that. And that has been the case. A lot of times mistakes are made because the other team forces them, but that has not been the case with Jacksonville offense. They're creating their own mistakes a lot of times.
R.J. Soward in the game at the bottom of the screen. Pass over the middle. Brady wide open again. And he is brought down at about the 36-yard line. George T coming up to make the stop. 26 yards and another first down. Have we seen this play before?
Well, we have, and here's the difference. You're playing defense, and you got this memory bank, and you go, well, most teams do this in this situation. But the Jaguars in offense are different than almost anybody in the National Football League. Their quarterback, Mark Brunell, goes deep on drops, and they throw the football down the field farther in the air than I think anybody does. So you're the Cowboys defense, you're going, wow, that's different. Kyle Brady that time caught about 25 yards down the field.
Brady, 4 catches, 80 yards. Brunell, deep drop, throws over here, incomplete through the arms of Fred Taylor. And Dexter Coakley was right there to administer the hit. You know, the dropped passes have been driving Tom Coughlin crazy, and last week the rookie R.J. Soward took the brunt of his criticism. He dropped the punt and he dropped the sure touchdown pass.
2nd down, 10.
Second and 10. Taylor. Brandon Noble, number 75, in for the tackle. A pickup of 2, and they're looking at a 3rd and 8 now.
You know, Greg, too, when you talk about how Jacksonville throws the football down the field so far, what that entails Now, we talked about it. The only starter they got in that offensive line from last year is Tony Pacelli at left tackle. The rest of them are new this year so far. But Jacksonville, the quarterback, Brunell, takes deep drops. He lets the receivers get down the field. That puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line.
Play clock at 4. And the give is to Taylor. Taylor breaking tackles up the middle, diving, and appears to have enough for the first down.
Taylor on the carry.
But what did Tom Coughlin? He says to us, we just got to have some guys make some plays. And then the two players that he immediately mentioned, Mark Brunell, he's making some plays today, and Fred Taylor. And that last play, that's just Fred Taylor making a play. Watch it. He's going to come through there. Dexter Coakley, 52, nobody blocking him. He misses the tackle. Pepe Zelder, number 93 defensive lineman, he can't make it. Fred Taylor does it on his own.
That 9-yard run, his longest run of the day, and he's going to get another chance here, but can't dance away from Chad Henne. It'll be 2nd and 9. This is an offensive line that has gone through a world of changes because of injuries this season.
Oh, let's play a little. That's 99. Look at the offensive line, a very good one. Everybody different this year, except the left tackle.
And Boselli only came back from the knee injury at the start of the season, missed all of training camp. The 9th play of this drive.
I'm sorry, for all those changes, I thought they played very well last week against the Redskins.
Brunell scrambling on the run, throws, has Brady. Brady has a first down inside the 15-yard line. 13-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be first down.
Well, I tell you what, Mark Brunell and Kyle Brady, they are connecting today, and that's what they're supposed to do, because this Cowboy defense tries to take away the wide receivers. They're saying to you, you got to throw it to your tight end and your backs.
You see what the Jaguars' red zone offense has absolutely stumbled its last 20 trips.
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing statistic. 20 trips inside and only 2 scores.
Taylor to the 5, to about the 3-yard line before George Teague grabs him down. 8-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 2. Well, that's the kind of production on first down any coach loves.
Well, that's what they're kind of used to, so that's why it's so frustrating for the Jaguars. That's the way they played last year and for the last couple years. And the one thing I have noticed today is you look at Fred Taylor. When Jacksonville runs the football, they are taking it behind number 71, Tony Pacelli, and trying to make the yardage to that side.
2 tight ends now, Brady and Rich Griffith. And we get a whistle as the 2-minute warning hits. They don't get the play off. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 7-3 Cowboys, Jaguars threatening.
Phoenix Tournament.
今まで見たこともない斬新なデザイン、風を切って走るかっこいいフォルム、洗練されたポップなカラーにみんな夢中。その名もモーモーキックが出たんだ。
なんでモーモーキックかって、それはこのハンドルだよ。牛の角みたいでしょ。いろんな持ち方ができて楽しいんだ。見て見て、ステップだけじゃなくて車輪も赤だからかわいいでしょ。後ろの車輪にはブレーキペダルがついてるんだよ。
操作性に優れたモーモーハンドルはコーナリングもバッチリ、小さなベルをつけて安全性もアップ。万一の夜の走行にも位置を知らせるフラッシュライトもついたんだ。
それにね、これスタンドで立つんだよ。ここが一押し。ほら、畳んでもおしゃれでしょ。
畳むのも簡単、見てて。持っても様になるのがモーモーキック。え、子供だけに独占させとくのはもったいない？もちろんハンドルは高さ調節が OK。 大人でも使えるよ。モーモーキックは1台6980円で買えちゃうよ。2台セットは13500円で送料も1台分で OK。 0120の666の666、日本直販へ今すぐ申し込もう。
今日からあなたもテレビの前でシェイプアップ。放送は 毎週月曜日から金曜日までの毎日ご覧の時間でお送りします。
Know the special kid, Cowboys.
Two minutes to play here in the first half, and then coming up on the NASDAQ.com halftime report, Jim Nance, Mike Ditka, Randy Cross with scores and highlights. We're 2 playing minutes away from all of that. Here on CBS as Mark Brunell returns to the huddle. A 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line. So a first down is still possible for the Jaguars without a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, Greg, I think it was right coming into the game. You know, the Cowboys 3 and 4. They're trying to get back to 500, and they look at this Jaguar team, and their theme all week was, we're playing the greatest ever 2-6 team the NFL has ever seen. And you know, it is an awfully strong 2-6 team. They have some stars that can make plays.
2nd and 3, Fred Taylor. A yard, maybe 2. Chad Hennings with the stop.
Well, this is a situation, we've seen it twice today, and they have not done a good job either time. They have not picked up either first down when it's 3rd and short or 4th down and 1 yard.
This Jacksonville drive now at about the 6-minute mark. Clock continues to run, coming up on 1.5 to play in the first half. 3rd and 2, 2 tight ends, Taylor and Shelton in the backfield. The fake, Brunell throws, touchdown, Brady. Brady had a career-high 111 yards last week. He's up to 95 yards receiving in this touchdown today.
Well, it's against George Teague, and it's just a really good job by Kyle Brady of faking the run block. That confused the defense. All you need is that split second that enabled him to get wide open.
Nice drive by the Jaguars. Hollis for the extra point. And it's good. 1:20 to play, and Tom Coughlin's red zone offense finally clicks.
今のジャクソンビルのシリーズは時間もたっぷり使いながらですね。
すごかったですね。
Kyle Brady with 8 catches for 111 yards last week, and yeah, he's right on the nose today.
I don't know what that means.
It means he's right on the nose.
He's on the nose. Well, look at the last 2 weeks, and that is terrific production out of your tight end spot.
Tell you what, Phil, he's 6'6", 277. You argue with him.
I played basketball against him one time. It was, that was just a wonderful experience.
Jason Tucker from the 3-yard line. The 20. And goes down at about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. And let's go back to the touchdown pass.
Well, when you get down near the end zone, it's all about selling things out. Here's Kyle Brady, and watch George Teague, who has him in coverage. Brady does a terrific job, sells the run block out, and that's just enough. It fools George Teague. He goes in to help against the run. Brady sneaks out, and he's wide open.
Brady's 2nd touchdown reception as a Jacksonville Jaguar. Spent some years with the New York Jets.
Well, you're right. Look at the size of Kyle Brady.
So 1:14 on the clock now for Randall Cunningham and the Cowboys. From the 25-yard line, Chris Warren. And Warren falling across about the 30-yard line.
I think my main goal here, of course, you don't want to turn it over, but I would call plays to get Randall Cunningham into this game. In other words, get him really feeling good about what he's doing, get him in rhythm so he can come out in the second half.
Cunningham throws over the middle, and that's tipped away, incomplete. Nice job by Aaron Beasley. That had all the earmarks of a big gainer for the Cowboys.
Well, I tell you what, when a cornerback goes underneath, if you miss the play, if he doesn't tip it, it could be a touchdown.